Hey guys, and welcome back to the 415 podcast with your girls, Miss B and Keita. Miss B, what up?
Hey guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? You already know, Miss B over here. Feeling a little better, not 100% because obviously there's still more work that needs to be done, but we have more smile, to our face right now. Um, I think, each day got better, but again, we still fighting, okay? And I don't mean by with the fist. I mean like we really out here doing things and getting the word across, talking to people that, we work with, because that's what I've been doing. I've been talking to a lot of white people who don't understand, people who only hang out with people that look like them and don't really know, what we struggle with and what we go through. So yeah, I'm better.
Cool. And like you said, talking with people at work, I really can appreciate the fact that our employer takes the initiative to make it a conversation and not trying to sweep it under the rug. And they're actually, letting our voices be heard, allowing us to speak our mind without judgment. And a lot of people had a lot of stories that they did not discuss, even in the workplace, that may have happened. So I think it's a good way to allow us to vent and allow people to know exactly what we all been through.
Yeah.
So,
and I think for them to understand, I think they want us to be miserable and crying every day. Then they'll really see. But because we are always resilient, and we're always like, we have this thing about us, like we just show that we're so strong. They think we're not really going through stuff. But y'all don't understand when we close that laptop and we walk out that office. Well, in this case, we close the laptop because we home. We turn on our life again, as far as like what we battle outside of work.
Right.
So yeah. I had to have the conversation with, one of the guys who didn't understand. And I was like, look, when I go through the airport, they have to search my hair. And what makes it worse is the ones who have to search me look like me. Black women do it and they look at me and I look at them and they already know because we had that conversation through eyes.
Right.
How they feel doing it and how we feel receiving that search. And when I told my, coworker that, he just couldn't believe it. Because he just walks through the airport like nothing. He's not worried about like, oh, they're going to try to put me in this separate line. I got to go over here. Like you just go through with no problem, get your stuff and you out. No, for us, we got to sit there. And then one thing I do want to bring up is I don't like this, but I feel like the TSA workers, they need to be changing their gloves because you done patted down so many people before me and then you're going to put your gloves in my hair. See, no, you need to put a whole new pair of gloves on every time you touch somebody. Because now whatever they got on them, you put it all up in my head like I ain't just wash it. So no, next time I'm going to say no. Change your gloves or no. That's what I'm going to do. No, you got to change your gloves. You're not touching me.
Right.
And I've been through the airport now, so maybe they're doing it often now. But anyway, this is the 415 podcast.
Yes, it is the 415 podcast. And we are on episode 103. And what are we talking about today?
We're talking about politics, I guess. That's what it is, right? It's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But the I guess it's reparations, y'all. But I don't know what the title is, but y'all just see that later.
It's going to be geared towards reparations.
I mean, yeah, it's just, it is political, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, over the course of within the past week, right, we have watched a slew of companies, corporations come out saying, hey, we're going to be investing $1 million here. We're going to be investing $10 million here. We're going to be taking money from the police budget and, placing them within the Black community. I just want to, I mean, I'm not
downplaying.
I'm not downplaying with their efforts,
mm-hmm.
and big up to them for their efforts.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't count this as reparations
mm-hmm.
within the Black community.
We're old, 400 plus years.
Right. Thank you. But it's not enough. It's not. I feel like, you know, now that the companies are starting to see like, yeah, the time is now,
mm-hmm.
and we're not playing anymore,
mm-hmm.
that you're trying to throw the money to say, hey, wait, we don't have anything to do with this. We want to actually help. Cool. But this is not reparations.
Mm-hmm.
Please, you know, this would not keep our mouth shut. 2020 is the year of revelation. A lot of things are being revealed in 2020, whether it's, you know, political, spiritual, personal, everything is being revealed in 2020.
So maybe that's why, because 2020 is what? When it comes to vision, perfect vision, right? So perfect there's your clear view of what's happening or coming, which is the revelation.
Right.
The book of Revelation.
Right. So I'm just looking at it like, you know, don't use this as hush money. Because you see, you know, if I throw the money out, they're not going to destroy my business, or they're going to keep bringing their money here. Nope. Nope. People are awakening. There's a great awakening right now.
Yeah. So for people who don't know what reparations is, it's like payback for being done wrong or for doing, you know, it's like making an amends to pretty much, when you think about it, slavery. That's really what we're really trying to get that reparation from or for, slavery. So I looked up something around reparations, and it was saying like, what did it say? It say, yeah, so all the reparations should be, you know, passed on to the descendants of those in the slavery.
Because I'm trying to who received theirs. Because some people got reparations. I mean, you know, groups received their reparations, but we never got ours.
Yeah. And I wonder why.
I wonder That's a good question.
Because it comes up so often. It comes up every time. We've been asking and fighting for this for so long. It's just like, why not? Like, what is wrong with the government?
So everybody that received their reparations were Japanese Americans, Jewish, Indian, a lot of Indians, German Jewish settlement, African Americans, and Black descendants, 0.
What's that source?
It's an image that popped up that been floating around on Twitter and WordPress. But we haven't received anything. And you know, Indians, you know, back then they had received land and they received money, but some white men were trying to marry Indian women to get part of the reparations and get the land and have, you know, and try to pass off as Indian to receive reparations.
Yeah, not it.
No. So I did see an article around, because it seemed like California is on their own wave right now. Like they just out here just making moves. And I saw an article, and I'm gonna look down because I got it in my head notes. And it was saying that California is already pushing to pass a reparation bill. And that bill would create an 8-member task force to study the impacts of slavery in California.
and develop proposals for potential reparations. I don't know how long that's going to take. I mean, just look at how many years have gone by since slavery. But it's cool to see this step. But is that just for now because we're all out here protesting and stuff? Like, is that now, or are they really going to try and carry this through?
Right.
Because I know there's so many layers when it comes to trying to pass a bill. I guess there has to be a bunch of votes and a bunch of approvals and all that type of stuff. And then that's just the first part. Then I guess they have to create like some budget or whatever the case is. But I know there's so many layers to, you know, how a bill can be passed.
Right.
But it seems like it's all, you know, starting to come up because of, you know, the wake of, you know, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and Ahmaud Arbery, you know, and then especially like this last few weeks, you know, like we've had our share of, you know, a lot of people didn't make video, a lot of people didn't make social media. So there's a lot of people who lost their lives to, you know, policemen, pretty much every day probably, but they don't get that spotlight like a lot of these other ones do. So do you feel like we'll ever get it? And will we live to see it?
I think now, like you said, with the killing, the murder of George Taylor, and I believe Ahmaud.
Wait, who?
George. Child, I got all the names.
George Breonna Taylor. There you go.
Child, no, I was saying George Floyd, and then I was going to say Ahmaud Arbery, because they both were on video.
Right.
They both were on video, and you seen them get murdered.
True.
We didn't see Breonna get, not, you know, downplaying Breonna's death,
right? But
because we were able to see, and there was nothing that you can say this person, you know, they injured, they retaliated, or they was resisting arrest, or they did something to me first, and this is the reason why I did it out of self-defense, and you know, because this was on video, the world finally got to see this is how they treat Black people. But and then with the protest, you still get to see how the police are treating everyone. Old people. Why would you push an old man down? Lie and say he tripped, and then the NPR camera see you push this man, and he fall, and he started bleeding out from his head or his ear.
But
and that's a white man.
A phone fell out his hand.
Yes.
So apparently, what I read, or allegedly what I read, that I think a few people, either they were let go, or I read something.
They resigned. 57 officers resigned.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, you saw one officer look back like he wanted to do something,
and the other guy pushed him like no.
So,
and they called medic.
So again, we go back to Eric Gardner. That was on camera,
but we didn't see his death. And that's the thing. They saying he died in transport, or something happened, or I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just sad.
What's the guy? Sean Reed. When he was in his car, and I think it was in Michigan. And he's like, somebody come get me. I'm on this and this, that. He just started running. And, you know, he was trying to reach for his phone. He put his phone in his shorts. Yeah, he was talking crazy. He was talking off the wall. He was doing the most, but still. He had that. And then for the cops to come over his body and say there's going to be a closed casket, that one. So that was on camera as well. You know what I mean? But they only want to talk about the part where he was just like going off at the mouth. I mean, he's young. They gonna do that. They gonna talk.
White folks go off at the mouth all the time to police, and they'll never get killed.
All day. And they have whole like rifles in front of police and still nothing.
They calling them, you a B, you a P, you a this, you a that.
Yeah.
And still they still looking at, calm down, sir, calm down.
And they get a sir. They get the whole sir.
Right.
Nah. So yeah, reparations are due. But again, will we live to see it? Yeah, you're trying to make these moves, California starting it. I don't know what other states is really starting it because I didn't see it anywhere. But
it ain't nothing to it but to do it just like you did them stimulus checks. And that no $1,200.
I'm just trying to understand something. Why the big corporations always got to be bailed out? Why they don't ever want to bail out the little companies, the small ones? Why they always got to go for the big ones? Like y'all already won. Y'all already got money. You big money.
Ain't it funny how they got bailed out and they trying to get their money right back? I'm just saying. So and you giving that money right back.
Yep. Because I had one off on, not even one off. It's more like my eyes are open as far as companies go, based on their statement. For the people who are out of work right now, I think when you're doing your job search, the first thing you should really be looking at is how these companies are standing with you, with the Black community. What statements did they put out? What initiatives did they start? And that should be a question you ask in your interview. What initiatives did you put in place when the whole rise of George Floyd came about? When Ahmaud Arbery came about? When Breonna Taylor? And if they get choked up, that's a flag. And if they try not to move you forward, that's a flag. You wouldn't want to work there anyway. So that's what I've been looking at, like all these different statements that are coming out from, different companies that I, buy from or bank with. One of the ones I bank with, I was not happy because they just put a statement out only on their LinkedIn yesterday. Yesterday. So what happened? All these, you got Black people in your commercial. You got Black people that work for you. Come on now. I've been banking with y'all.
And then I seen the CEO, founder, and I've seen every Black. I've seen so many Black people endorse this product, sell this product, use this product. The founder of NutriBurst says all lives matter, or whatever he said, and then he come back with an apology because majority of the people that use NutriBurst are Black.
It's true, because I'm like, what is it? I thought I was being how they be. Excuse me, how they, because I work in advertisement, right? How they be like running after you and stuff. Like, I was like, why I keep seeing this on Instagram? Like, listen, dang, okay, it worked for you, cool. No, I don't want to know. I'm gonna keep on running outside or doing jump ropes in my apartment, making noise. I don't care. But come on now. But yeah, I was talking about Capital One Bank. Like how it took them that long to put a statement out.
Right.
You better. Like, yeah, you only put it on LinkedIn, but you need to be putting it on everything because not everybody's on LinkedIn.
Right.
Sad to say, but not everybody's on LinkedIn.
Right. I seen their little whatever.
And they called it social justice.
Of course.
But they did outline a few Black organizations like National Urban League, campaignzero, which we was getting ready to talk about, and I can't remember the other ones. But yeah, it's just like statements matter, man. What you're doing to support your employees matter. Because remember, we are listening and we are watching.
We make up majority of the workforce.
Yes, I was gonna feel away because I was like, y'all ain't put nothing out yet. They put it out last Sunday. I was about to say, y'all moving too slow.
You talking about hours?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I was like, look, if I don't hear nothing, trust, I'm going right up the chain.
Nah, because they was coming. They ain't playing them games.
I'm like, we all over that. But what I'm saying is, like, CEO reached out, said what he said, and I responded. I said, I feel away, I'm out here, worried about my family, my Black brother, my Black nephew, my Black whatever. And he responded back to me. I really appreciate you responding, and I really appreciate you, letting me know how you really feel and what you're really dealing with. And I was just like, boom. So I was like, let me go another one. And because they need to know what we basically, I think for us, we don't want to be transparent sometimes at work, because it make us look a certain way. But this is a true thing that we all go through on a regular basis.
And I think, a lot of our leadership on my end, a lot of our leadership got a chance to speak to our VP over our group and discuss certain things, especially when it comes to like being a Black woman in corporate. We get looked at because of our hair.
Oh yeah.
We get looked at if we come in the office one day and we don't want to talk, we don't want to be bothered with, we automatically are judged as being, you must be mad today because I don't want to talk, because I just want a moment to myself. Why must I always come in the office perky and want to talk to everybody? I don't want to. We go through things just like everybody else do, and we are owed to be in our feelings and not talk to anybody. When it comes to us dressing, we are looked at differently. Me and Kathy could have on the same outfit. Hello. But because I got curves, I get looked at, the perception. Or Johnny, Ralph, and Danny could all sit over there at their desk having conversations. But if me and two of my coworkers do it, the perception of what it looks like, y'all not working, but they over there doing the same exact thing.
And got their makeup on the desk.
Right. But the perception is, where that comes from? That comes from slavery. Because if you see a group of Black people together, talking and communicating, it looks like they're up to something. It looks like they have a plan to do something.
We're gonna take y'all out.
So the perception in the workplace, it looks like y'all not working. No, I am working.
I love when we have a conversation. I love it when it's like 5 or more too. I love it. And then when they walk past and we be like, and then we be talking again. We do it on purpose. Yeah. On purpose, because we know it makes you feel away. Because you don't care.
We'll switch up the conversation real quick. Oh yeah. So
girl, that shit is cute. Where you went? Shabba, and come right back to where we left off, because we know how to do that.
Right. Unspoken words to Black people. You ain't even gotta say nothing. So yeah, let's talk about
all you gotta do is use your eye.
Right. You follow that eye, you good.
Your eye and your head, your neck move.
you look, as soon as you see them coming in.
Listen. No, and that's why I love us, because no matter where we live, California, New York, Georgia,
Ghana.
They say yes. We know what that look mean.
Or like the Caribbean, Jamaican folks, what they do?
We know what it means. And when we all come together, oh child, listen, I just love us. I don't ever want change, okay? I just want us to just come together and make this movement together. But campaignzero was co-founded by Black activist. Her name is Brittany Packard Cunningham, and I watched her live with President Obama and a few other people, like the Eric Holder, the Attorney General. Yeah, he was up there. They were just having this conversation about everything, and she was just talking about her new campaign under campaignzero, which is called 8 Can't Wait. And pretty much what it is, just gonna go to this page, it's like some initiatives, some policies that, some research show that there's more restrictive use of force policies that can reduce killings by police, and save lives. So these 8 can't wait are: 1, ban chokeholds and strangleholds; 2, require de-escalation; 3, require warning before shooting, which, yes, they need to be doing that, and stop shooting people when they're not looking, shooting in the back. 4, requires exhaust all alternatives before shooting, which has always been my thing. Like, why you always got to shoot to kill? Why can't you do something else?
Right.
Like trip me or something while I'm running. Trip me, let me fall, whatever. I don't know. You ain't got to shoot me. 5, duty to intervene. 6, ban shooting at moving vehicles. That, to me, that's crazy. And then 7, require use of force continuum. Okay. And then 8, require comprehensive reporting. So just to break some of them down, like we understand the banning of the chokeholds, we know what that is. Require de-escalation. So what does that really mean? So it says, require officers to de-escalate situations where possible by communicating with subjects, maintaining distance, and otherwise eliminating the need to use force. So do you feel like that's happening right now, Keita?
No.
Are they communicating or are they yelling at?
Yelling. And this is what I need. And as soon as you said something about require de-escalation, I just seen a whole scenario just pop in my head, right?
Wow.
So imagine you getting pulled over. Imagine a man getting pulled. Okay, imagine you getting pulled over by the cops, right?
Yeah.
Cops tell you get out the car.
Yeah.
Now we in scared mode. We in, you know, this is like, oh shit, here you go.
Yeah.
So now you agitated. Police thinking, oh, they trying to get something. No, we're thinking this could be my last day. Yeah. And that's what they don't understand.
Right.
This is why we're moving around. This is why our voices are starting to elevate. This is why we're in fright. We're in fright mode. Mm-hmm. So now it's either flight or fright, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Fight or flight.
So now we're in this mode because now it's like, oh shit, what do I do? This cop, I ain't no telling what he about to do. He could pull out his weapon any moment. This cop thinking, why you so agitated? What you doing? What you trying to get? So you see me, if you see me move any type of way, you thinking I'm about to get a gun. Now you pulling the gun out on me. So now I'm like, sir, what are you? I ain't even do nothing. So now we agitated because now think about it. Now we're acting like a wild buck, a wild animal.
See, because we're like, use that term. We can't use it.
We can't use buck. But I only said that
animal either. We can't because that's what they refer to us as. Just say like we just going buck wild. That's all.
No, because I can only think about it in a way if you see an animal that's scared. When an animal is scared, this is how they start acting because they're like, "What are you doing?" And now I'm frightened. Like, what are you doing? So this cop is like, "No, what are you doing? Stop!" If you would just lower your voice, just lower your voice. Sir, I am not here to harm you. I just need to talk to you. Just do it calmly. That would then, in return, have us come down.
They're not going to do that.
But that's what de-escalation is. This is what is part of de-escalation. If you can't de-escalate the situation, you don't need to be there. Because you have to be on you have to think like I hate to say it, put yourself in a black person's shoes.
They're not doing that either.
You got a gun in your face. What you thinking? What's going to happen? If we keep seeing the same images happen over and over again on social media, on TV, of course we're gonna get scared.
You know what I think? Something just popped in my mind. When they go into police academy, I think there needs to be a scenario with black people.
Not if the training is always geared up towards how to
shoot and kill,
but they always using the images of black people. Because even when people come in, and I've heard this, but even when people are coming in from other countries getting their citizenship, what do? They always show video of black people in crimes. They don't show white crime. They don't show Jewish crime. They don't show Chinese crime. They show black crime.
So then we need to escalate it.
So if they're doing that in police training,
so then we need to escalate to the daggone police commissioner. Let me tell you something. I've been watching Blue Bloods on binge watch, right? And let me tell you how much pull the police commissioner got. And you know they ain't, I don't want to say cahoots, but they cool. Well, they kind of work under the mayor. Mm-hmm. So they can literally make a call to the mayor and make something happen. Mm-hmm. So I feel like the police training needs to be changed. And they need to de-escalate and we need to escalate. You understand? You understand? Just saying. So yeah, that's the de-escalation. Require warning before shooting. That's kind of self-explanatory. Exhaust alternatives before shooting. So this is saying require officers to exhaust all other alternatives, including non-force and less lethal force options prior to resorting to deadly force. I guess that was kind of self-explanatory as well. Duty to intervene. This one I wasn't too sure of. So it requires officers to intervene and stop excessive force used by other officers and report these incidents immediately to a supervisor. See, again, going back to Blue Bloods, when you have a partner, your partner gonna side with you no matter what. But I don't like that approach. I don't like that. If you do something wrong, I'm going to the side. I don't like that. No, that's not cool.
But that's supposed to be your partner. That's supposed to be the one to have your back. You know what I'm saying? And so if you see it, they probably thinking like, dang, I can't say nothing, because police, just like they got the bro code and the girl code, they got a police code.
But no, think about it. If it's your family member, just think about it like that.
I mean, I get it, but that's what they have.
I don't care. I saw an episode where one of the girls was like, yeah, it was a guy and a man and a woman partnership, right? And the man literally put dude in chokehold in the bathroom because he was pissed, and he killed him. But he tried to play it like he didn't, but he did. And his partner ran in there and saw him doing that and was like, you better stop. You got to stop. You're going to kill him. And it was too late. So then he was like, you got to go get the cops, tell everybody something happened. And they literally tried to run with the story that nothing happened. But when the ME got involved, medical examiner, and they said that he died from what?
Asphyxiation.
Exactly. Then they were like, whoa. What did you see? And she was like, no, I'm not trying to tell. But the DA, man, I be learning so much.
Put pressure on her.
Put pressure on, because you out here knowing he did something not cool, not right, and you not trying to say nothing. You're going to get on the stand under oath and lie. That's called perjury. But go ahead. Look at me. Y'all understand? I be loving these shows. I don't know why I'm in that. I know I'm not in that field, because I want to take the LSAS. I ain't doing that. But shout out to y'all lawyers and everybody out there. I appreciate y'all. But yeah, so they put pressure on her. She finally came through. But I said all that to say that after
and that ain't easy sometimes.
What happened?
That ain't easy all the time. When you get, that's not easy to get a DA to put pressure on a police officer and the police officer tell. Because sometimes those police officers, they be crooked and they be having people up in higher places. You know what I'm saying? And so for her to say something.
But the New York law is, if you see something, say something. Well, you saw that and you didn't say nothing. So now you're not even abiding by the rules that's set. So what happened after that, she finally came to her, senses and said he did X, Y, and Z. And you know what happened? The whole force was against her. Nobody wanted to tour with her. They call it touring when you partnership. Nobody wanted to tour with her. And when she got it, one guy was on her side. Even the guy who was on her side, his partner was like, nah, I don't know. And she was a female. She's like, nah, nope. She went against everything. I don't like that.
And that's why I talk about the code. Yeah, they stand by the code.
I get the code, but at the same time, like, look at how we dying. We dying at so large numbers. So nobody wanted to tour with her, but that guy who was like, I'm gonna take your side, he decided to tour with her, and they got into some pharmacy shootout, and they called for backup. No backup came. Because she was on the scene, they literally could have died because all cars were pretty much off. I feel like that stuff happens now. I feel like it happens now. So yeah, duty to intervene is one of those big ones that I feel like, yeah, if you see something that's not cool and your partner's putting extra force on it, come on, speak up. If you don't want to tell them, pull somebody else to the side and say something. It's easy. Ban shooting, at moving vehicles, we get that. And this one that I had trouble trying to pronounce, require use of force continuum. Why they gonna put the word again? So y'all gonna force me to try and pronunciate.
Right.
Establish a force continuum that restricts the most severe types of force to the most extreme situations and creates clear policy restrictions on the use of each police weapon and tactic. You get that? Restricts the most severe types of force. Okay, like how much force you put on. Isn't that kind of the same thing?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that sounds like the same thing as the other one we read. All right, well, I'm just reading this out to y'all. This is
so basically, okay, so the same way, okay, so the way that George Floyd died, right? He died because of knee on his neck, plus the other officers were on him, right? So when I was watching the protest, I remember seeing another cop put his knee on another guy's neck, but the other officer moved his knee and put on his back, because that's where I think that's where the knee's supposed to go, and it's not supposed to be on his neck. It was supposed to be right in, his shoulder blades, because it's pressure point. Stupid people. So that's probably like, hey, because everybody was screaming, hey, get your knee off his neck, get your knee off his neck, get your knee off his neck, hey, get your knee off his neck. And the officer looked behind him and seen the knee and moved his knee and placed it where it's supposed to go.
Well, that's good. So yeah, maybe that's what that is. So yeah, I like that one. That's number 7. I like that one. You got to hold your partner accountable. I don't care if you breaking the code. Like, look, at this point, we're trying to move, forward. We're really not trying to stay in this. We want to see less lives taken.
Right.
Less Black lives taken. Let's throw that out there. Right. And then the last one, require comprehensive reporting.
Your video should match your paperwork.
Hey, come on, somebody. Require officers to report each time they use force or threaten to use force against civilians. Us. Comprehensive reporting includes requiring officers to report whenever they point a firearm at someone, in addition to all other types of force. Did not know that.
Like George Bush say, CYA. Cover your
look.
CYA.
But these are the 8 can't wait, like what do I want to call them, policies that we want to push for moving forward. So I don't know what we all have to do, for Campaign Zero for this to kind of be pushed, but these are great steps that Campaign Zero, Brittany, Packard, Cunningham is doing. So y'all look into it, talk about it, see how you feel about it, and, think about what it can do, especially with decreasing the numbers.
Right.
Us being killed, murdered, that kind of stuff. But yeah. And again, like Keita brought up earlier on about defunding the police, she had talked about like some of that money being pulled out of the police budget and put into, different Black organizations to, help create change. So yeah, a lot of people go ahead.
And like I said earlier, by all, I'm not downplaying anything, I'm not downplaying it, but those are not our reparations. This is because I really feel like, because you feel like, oh dang, this really, just like the NFL. We should have taken them seriously.
Oh, I forgot to bring that up. Let me tell you something. No, Kaepernick is owed an apology because you really didn't say his name at all in there. And
exactly.
I don't care what you say. I also think you should give him a job, but I don't think you should take it. But
I don't think at this point he should take the job for the NFL.
No, I think you should offer it, but he don't have to take it, and give him his back pay too.
Right.
His reparations. Look, I'm just saying he is owed that because he was putting y'all on and he was telling on all y'all, and also y'all need to call out them because one of my friends brought this up too. He was like, you need to call out the coaches, all them racists back there. Oh yeah, it's the coaches, it's the people who own the what do they call?
They come from their old money.
Yes.
You know what their old money is.
See, y'all not checking y'all team.
That old money came from the bloods and sweat of them Black people that helped build. I ain't got to go no further.
Again, reparations. Again, reparations. So no, NFL. Yeah, as much as I love football, look, we the ones that's out there putting it out there. We the ones that's really going hard. If we all stop playing, ain't no team. We make up so many teams. It's crazy. But yeah, I ain't like what he had to say. Yeah, it was cool and all, but actions speak louder than words. I don't care what you say. Because again, all these companies is out here just trying to make a statement. So they don't look like they don't care. So they're trying to just say what they want to say and get it out there. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. I forget who. I think it was Ben and Jerry's. Ben and Jerry's. Who?
They got arrested.
Who got arrested? No, not even that. I was gonna say Ben and Jerry's put out like the best.
Oh yeah.
Y'all need to follow Ben and Jerry's statement, okay? Because they really they was all. And I was like,
I'm about to go get me some Ben and Jerry's. I don't even eat Ben and Jerry's ice cream, but I am.
Sure?
I don't.
Did. That was me because I would. Yeah. Y'all, I'm still upset, Ben and Jerry's, since y'all discontinued my oatmeal cookie chunk. That was the ice cream of ice creams, okay? I'm still upset that y'all try to come back with a little remix of it, and I wasn't happy about it, but it still has.
I ain't gonna lie, that was some good. That was a good.
I told you. You heard me told it. I told y'all that was
so Ben and Jerry's, if you're listening, I want to send your girl some oatmeal cookie chunk ice cream.
Cause y'all wrote that statement, okay? So
matter of fact, you can rename it.
True. Come on now. The 415 edition.
Oh, snap.
Yes, but again, we kind of went over time, but y'all gonna get this goodness, okay? Because it's stuff that we need to put out there, stuff that we need to be having conversations about. If you're not protesting, hey, it's cool. But if you're doing other things, it's cool too. Just make sure that you're having conversations, because a lot of people are still scared to go outside because of COVID. I'm one of them. But, doesn't mean I'm not having necessary conversations, and I'm not trying to kind of put change out there too. So y'all be safe.
And I know I use the terms of buck and animal in the podcast.
Yeah. Did
not mean nothing by it, but that was the only way that I can give the, the imagery that I was going for, you know. So, because I know folks like to.
Yeah. And I was like, wait, we can't use that one because that's what they refer to us as.
Right.
And but it's just.
But that's the only thing I can see as far as if you see a horse or something that's upset. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing?
I just feel
Don't come near me.
Look, that thing, you want to come down off your attitude, I'm going to come down off my attitude.
Mm-hmm.
You got stuff in my face that I know I'm probably not going to come back from if you let that thing go. How?
That part.
We could literally have a cool conversation when you pull people over. Hey, how you doing? It's so much easier than get out the car. First of all, wait a minute. What did I do back there? Because I had my seatbelt on. I stopped at all the stop signs. My music wasn't loud. All my taillights is in. What's up? My tents is off because New York don't let you have tinted windows no more.
Right.
So what? You need to have a better approach to when you roll up on people.
Right.
Seriously. Every person you pull over ain't gonna do something.
Right. But we already tense as soon as you get behind us without your lights on.
Exactly. I'll be the first one if I'm doing 50 under 65. I'm still gonna go and do 40.
Now
I get pulled over.
Listen, now I may have a little Karen in me because I don't care sometimes. I will pass a police car on the highway. Everybody be going slow. What y'all going slow for? Shoot, he ain't even worried about y'all. I'm gone. Zoom. And then everybody else want to trail me. No, don't trail me now. Y'all was scared.
I love when I see a cop mad, when I'm 10 feet before he's, sees me, I see him. I'm like, okay, there you go. And then I see this one kind of flow up, ran fast and stop because they saw him late. I was like, damn, I wish you would have kept going so I could see you get pulled over. Stupid self. But anyway, there's too many people driving out there crazy and messing it up for the rest of us. Slow your tails down. Stop drinking and driving. Look.
Right.
Be better. That's all I got. Like I said, we overtime. This is episode 103, okay? We ain't got no title right now, but you're going to see the title later. It's the 415 podcast. Your girl's Ms. B.
And Keita. And you can catch us on Stitcher, iTunes,
everywhere. We ain't even gotta do it no more. Y'all know where it's at.
All them places. We are well.
Everywhere. And welcome to the new listeners. We love y'all. Thanks, 415ers. Ow. Deuces.